Because I don't remember thinking like, oh, that's weird. My little brother wants to have his fingernails painted.
Yeah.
No, Casey, you can't do that.
Yeah.
You're going to be flying for American Airlines one day. You don't want them to know. What's up? Are we recording?
Hell
I just said recording.
Recording? Are we recording?
We recording?
We recording?
I'm fine. I was just on the phone with Con Edison. It's not an interesting story, but they keep rushing me to change to pure energy, which is probably good, but I don't know what it is. And this guy's like demanding it. And I'm like, can I like read something? And he's like, we're almost done. I think it is real, but he's talking like a scammer. So I'm like, no. And I...
Yeah, that is so... I would not trust a single thing that was like that.
I mean, he has my account number and stuff. Like, it's a guy from Con Edison, but
totally.
I'm like...
But I feel like Con Edison is scamming you.
I feel like... I'm like, can I just read about it? And he's like, but we're almost done!
Oh my God.
And I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna call you next week.
Also, Con Edison
I got scammed before.
Yeah,
Scam
totally.
Awareness Week.
That's right.
So now I'm just yelling at regular
Well, I feel like Con Edison
employees.
overcharges everyone. Like, they're already scam artists.
Oh, yeah.
So even though it's not like a scam, like it's somebody stealing your credit card information, it's just them being like, this is a way to make your bill higher for us. And, you know, they're like, please don't read into it.
They were claiming, like, getting some kind of rebate from the energy I've already spent, which would be nice. But I'm like, but what is this?
But also,
they're asking me to, like, I don't know. It doesn't matter.
I don't know.
It's very confusing. And I was walking while it was happening.
Yeah.
And there's like an ice cream truck playing really loud kids music.
Totally. Man, I love in Brooklyn, the ice cream trucks, it plays the regular song, but it has a beat behind it. So it's like,
oh, yeah.
It's like a hi-hat beat. And it's like, it sounds pretty good. It's
pretty good.
You know?
Man.
Pretty good stuff.
Did you used to get ice cream from the ice cream truck when you were a kid?
I never had any money, so I remember like them coming on the street when I was little, but I never had like money on me.
No, me either.
Because I was a child.
We would be outside playing in the field. We lived on a military base, so we were always outside with other kids, and that was great. And then it would come down, and we'd all start screaming. And then we never had money on us either because we were kids. So me and my brothers would run into the house and like look under all the couch cushions and like scramble for as much change as we could.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, just the idea of it being around is exciting.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But it's like I don't know, you don't have like a wallet as a child. You're not like, you don't like have it in your back pocket.
No.
You know?
You have no control over your life.
Yeah, totally. So you're just like, oh my God, it's so cool that
I
they're
still
there.
have no control over my life.
Yeah, neither do I.
People are yelling at me over email.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, what a fucking bummer. I was texting you about this, but I been trying to get on top of my health because I've gotten a little bit too fat, and also I just want to feel better. So
it's about feeling better.
Yeah, totally. Also being a little bit too fat, and and like I went to the gym and ate nothing but like chicken, rice, and veggies this entire week, and today. I shat probably 20 times.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's just, you just can't win.
Yeah.
You just can't win. You quit vaping, then get hit by a car immediately after.
Yeah.
The fuck?
Your body's mad at you because it spent so much time learning how to process what you were eating before.
Totally, yeah.
And now it's like, what, this doesn't matter anymore?
It doesn't know what a vegetable
relearn
is.
Everything?
Yeah, totally. I think my body was just designed to die at 60, and it's like, don't start now.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
They're on like a deadline.
Yeah, totally. They're like, no, you're supposed to die very soon. Don't get healthy. What the hell? So yeah, that's pretty cool stuff. What's going on with you? You got any updates?
Well, me and you, I'm balancing out your pooping a lot with me still not pooping enough.
Wow.
I'm constipated.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Because of the hypothyroid thing?
Yeah. It's getting better.
Yeah.
But it's taking a while for that to correct.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy.
It is.
Why is that every symptom
it affects every part of you because it's all about your metabolism.
Of course,
so every function is like messed up in some way.
Totally. It's just like every symptom that you described to me is like the most random thing I've ever heard.
It is all random.
You're like, my hair is curlier and my eyes are dry and my knees bend backwards now.
Yeah.
It's the hypothyroidism. And I'm like, what the fuck?
It is. It's like,
it seems so unrelated.
It's a bunch of random seeming things.
Like,
so a lot of people
don't know what it is. Yeah.
they won't. And if they'll go to their doctor and their doctor will be like, oh, well, you know.
They're like, take a fiber supplement and put your knees back the right way or whatever.
I bet a lot more people have it.
No, totally. And like if you didn't have it in your family.
Go get checked. Thyroid Awareness Week.
Hypothyroidism Awareness Week. Yeah, we did Dog Poison Awareness Week, like the last episode that we posted.
Right in. What do you want next? Welcome to Worthless Clowns. It's a podcast about how stupid we all are. I'm Brittany Cardwell, Breton's Cardwell on Instagram.
I'm Ali O'Neill. You can find me on Instagram at It's Ali O'Neill. And write in and, you know, all this stuff. Follow us on Instagram. Yeah. Write in, DM us on Instagram, fucking email us at worthlessclownspod@gmail.com with your stupid stories.
If you're in New York, come to a show as well.
Yeah. Follow us on Instagram.
I got fewer and fewer on the books, but I'll be back.
Totally.
And I got a weekly show you can come to. Ambush Comedy. We're on Instagram.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
And Josh Johnson is there sometimes.
Rarely. Yeah. Now that he's so famous.
We're putting up that big, like, that sandwich board with him on it. And I'm like,
this is a lie. Yeah.
Before it was, Lucas sent me something that was just Josh. And I was like, I don't think we should do that.
Yeah.
Because that's like, he's not there all the time anymore.
Yeah, totally.
And I was like, let's do the thing we used for our flyer, like the three of us or whatever. And now I'm like, even that feels a little misleading.
Totally.
He's there like once a month now.
Yeah. Totally. Because he's like,
still come to a show.
Yeah. Totally.
You can get
he's just
get a tattoo.
He's just so famous, and he's just releasing YouTube 20-minute sets just constantly, and they're blowing up.
Every single one.
It's so crazy. I'm like, Josh, why don't you fucking relax?
I know.
Why don't you tone it down, buddy? My God.
I release a YouTube short so often it'll get exactly 0 views. It's that crazy. Now if I get like 17 views, I'm like, oh, pretty good for me.
You're like, not bad. Yeah.
It's like my mom and her friends.
Yeah. Dude, fucking James, he has like 30,000 Instagram followers now because of his like content posting.
James Coburn.
But James Coburn, former guest, my roommate also.
Yeah.
And but his TikTok has not taken off at all.
Yeah.
So he'll be like, yeah, I got like 500,000 views on the reel I posted on Instagram. And then I posted on TikTok and I got 125 views. So that's really humbling.
Yeah.
I truly believe that TikTok has like technology that can tell how old you are. And if you are above 25, it will not put your face out. Because literally I will get videos on my TikTok like fed to me that are 2 17-year-olds doing nothing. And it has 1 million views. They'll be like, it'll be a 10-second snippet of them poorly lip syncing to a song that they don't know the words to.
Yeah.
And like not really moving. And it'll have like 1 million fucking likes on it. It's insane.
I never get anything like that. But I also don't use it as much.
Totally.
And I'm in the older category, so.
Yeah. If you are above 25.
They're showing me old uggos.
Oh, really?
No. I'm just saying, like. Maybe they know I'm older. So they're like.
So they show you like knitting stuff.
They don't.
Well,
but they do show me older people though. Like people my age. I don't get like teen stuff really. Unless sometimes it'll be like professional dancers who happen to be really young, you know? And they're just doing like really sick. They're like in one of those competition things. Doing like really
totally
cool moves. And then I try it and
doesn't work. You're like, this does not go to Tony Braxton at all.
Yeah, my only song.
Yeah. I don't ever picture you listening to any other song. That's
Did
all
I tell you, Ali?
That you heard your neighbor listening to it?
My upstairs neighbor had it blasting. Did I say this on the pod already? Blasting Tony Braxton's Unbreak My Heart.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what is happening here?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm the only one. I mean, people love Tony Braxton.
Totally.
But I was like, I got to meet this neighbor. I'm not sure who lives right above me.
Maybe she heard you blasting it and she didn't know where it was coming from.
But she waited a year
and she's like,
to respond.
Well, maybe she's been cranking up the volume bit by bit.
Yeah. See if I'll come knocking on the door.
Totally.
We can have a wine together.
Yeah, and be like,
talk about our divorces.
Is that Tony Braxton? Yeah, totally, dude.
Talk about our divorces and our kids who are, I don't know.
She's like, I have 3 boys and I hate all of them. I wanted a girl so bad. They keep fucking They keep putting the cat in the toilet. It's horrible. Yeah. I can't imagine having boy children.
Do you think the person upstairs who listens to Toni Braxton, do you think they have a tapestry on their wall?
Yeah, I feel like it's a specific kind of woman who's like a little hippy dippy.
Yeah.
Like she's probably like, she's probably 45 to 55 into like spirituality.
Yeah, definitely.
But like with a heavy Christian bent.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And the tapestry, it's like gold, like warm tones.
Totally.
That's what I imagine.
Yeah, big time.
Dwayne's calling.
Pick it up.
It's not going to be good.
Pick it up.
He's really tired after work, I bet. Hello, Dwayne.
What's up?
You're on the podcast.
Oh my God.
God, it's the picture of him as Benjamin Franklin on your phone.
Oh yeah, it's a picture of...
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
God.
This is so good.
Wow. I've been dating you, almost 2 years, and I finally get on the podcast.
Finally made it on the pod. It's going on the Patreon.
Oh my God.
Yeah, don't worry, Dwayne. We're gonna cut this out.
Oh, okay. Fine.
Are you on your bike?
Yeah.
He's biking and phoning? That's crazy.
Yeah.
I can't bike and phone.
I don't know. It just seems dangerous.
Yeah, I think it's dangerous.
It's not dangerous.
Are you holding your phone in your hand to your ear, or do you got headphones in?
No, he's got headphones in.
Oh, okay. That's a little different.
Who's done that?
I don't know. I fucking see people do crazy shit every day.
I see delivery drivers on their phones all the time.
But they ride their bike professionally.
They ride on the sidewalk, though, putting me in danger.
I know. I'm like, that's a vehicle, sir.
Hey, I'll call you.
Okay, all right.
I'll call you after the pod. Bye.
Oh, God. Hell yeah.
We should warn him next time.
Warn him about what? That he's going to be on the pod?
I don't know.
You said it right away.
I got updates.
As long as he wasn't like, did you get my hemorrhoid cream? Like immediately as he picks up the phone.
Something like that.
Yeah.
And then we surprised him.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I have some updates.
Mm-hmm.
I got an Uber home the other day.
Mm-hmm.
From Dwayne's place or something. And the guy picked me up. Just like an old man. Seemed nice.
Mm-hmm.
It's fine. And that sounds similar to the story I just told.
What's going on? What are you going to say?
We're just driving in the car. I'm like, I'm on my phone. And then he starts talking. There's like a guy who's driving crazy. And he's like, look at this.
Oh,
the guy was like swerving all over. It's like 10 in the morning too. It's like, this guy's racing. And I'm like, oh yeah, whoa. Like we kind of bond over that, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's like, yeah, it's weird. Like in Brooklyn, it's like they don't know how to tip. They don't know how to give 5 stars.
Oh my God.
And I'm
I
like,
love this.
Oh, that's interesting. It's different in Manhattan. He's like, yeah, it is. Brooklyn, like, they don't know how to tip at all. Like apparently he gets bad tips in Brooklyn and low stars.
That's crazy.
And I was like, oh, that's weird. I like pretty much always give 5 star.
Yes,
unless
always.
Something like really wild happens.
Yes.
I even gave 5 stars to that guy taking his hands out the wheel.
Totally. Yeah.
And then we keep going, and at some point he's like asking me about my religion and stuff because he saw a sign that said something about religion. It was a weird sign. It was like religion and hair. It was like a shop where you can get your hair done, but it was like religious or something.
That's so weird.
And I was like, oh yeah, I was raised Christian, but I'm like not really religious anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And then he was disappointed.
Oh my God. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
If an Uber driver's asking you about your religion, he's about to try to spread the gospel.
And he did.
You should have given him 1 star.
Yeah.
So he knew that you were going to give him 5 stars, but once he started talking about Christianity, you gave him 1.
Yeah. And then he's like telling me about Islam and stuff. And I'm like fine with it, it's whatever. And then it was just funny because then towards the end of the ride, he's like, what do you think about Trump?
Oh my God, no.
And I'm thinking this might be fine because this guy is like clearly like an immigrant, it seems like. And I'm like, he probably hates Trump. It's probably why he's bringing it up so comfortably in New York.
Well, you'd be surprised.
Yeah. And then I was like, oh yeah, I don't like him, you know? And the guy goes, what?
So crazy.
And then he's like, why don't you like him? And then I didn't want to make this a whole conversation with like a stranger.
Yes.
About why I don't like Trump. There's a lot of reasons. And so I was just like, I just don't trust him. And then the guy's like telling me he thinks he's like great because he's got so much power. He's like, I don't know.
Yeah, that's what we look for in the president of the United States of America.
Take complete control.
Having the most power of all time. Yeah. And then, you know what? Also, having a lot of power makes you a good guy automatically.
Yes.
That's how that works.
Yeah.
And looking for power makes you good. It's morally correct to seek out having as much power as possible. Mm-hmm. What an insane, like, logic to go by.
Yeah.
He's like, man, I love how much power he has.
Yeah. And then he's like asking me where I'm coming from. And I'm like, oh, I was at my boyfriend's. I'm just going home. And he's like, oh, is he good? And I'm like, God. Yeah, he's great. You guys just heard him. Great guy.
Yeah.
You can tell just by him going, oh, what?
Yeah.
And then he's like telling me, he's like, well, if he's good, you gotta get married.
Oh my God.
And he's like,
this guy's fucking insane.
Like, some girls, it's like they want to keep waiting and comparing. And I just say, if he's good, you gotta get married. And then he kept being like, you have to take my advice. And then I'm getting out of the car and he's like, remember all of my advice.
What is going on?
I was just like, what? This was such a weird ride. And then later on, I was like, oh, that's why people don't know how to tip well and give good stars in Brooklyn. Because you just start telling people Trump is the best.
Yeah.
Because he is powerful and telling people to get married.
Yes, totally.
And spreading Islam.
And being disappointed when somebody used to be religious but isn't anymore.
Yes.
But you go to Manhattan and you're like, I love Trump. And they're like 5 stars. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah. He probably loves the financial districts.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. He's just like picking up guys who live in Fidei who are like, let's go.
Yeah. So funny.
God, absolutely absurd. You guys don't know how to give 5 stars in Brooklyn.
If he's Islamic, wouldn't he hate Christian values?
Actually,
I guess you don't have to be that polarized all the time about it, but
it's strange because if you're not like extreme versions of either Christian or Islam, like
then you're fine.
Then it's like all like in the Quran, Jesus is a prophet.
Yeah.
Like he's a part of the Quran and they use like some of the books from the Bible. Like Judaism is the same, but Judaism views Jesus as a false prophet.
Yeah.
He like wasn't even a good guy in the Torah. But like in Islam, they're like, oh yeah, we love the Christian religion. It's just like different than ours. And then Christians in the United States are like, we should kill every Muslim. And it's just like, what the fuck are you talking about? But yeah, it's bonkers.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So I'm sure like there's, Muslim people who are like, well, if you're Christian, that's fine by me. It's almost exactly the same. You're wrong, but it's fine.
Yeah. Yeah. He actually did say something along those lines as well. So I don't think he was like extreme about it.
Yeah. And it's a lot of the same values. So it's like, if you're like basing morality on the values of your religion, then like it's like basically the same.
Yeah.
They're like, you have to get married or whatever the values are. They're like, you have to get married right now. If he's not hitting you, you have to get married right now.
That's basically what he said.
Yeah, absolutely.
If he's good enough, if he's just nice.
I feel bad for his wife.
Dwayne is wonderful. But this guy doesn't know Dwayne at all.
Yes.
This guy could just be a nothing man. And he's like, well, he's good enough.
Yeah.
He's not that mean.
You know why that guy feels that way? Because he was just good enough. Yeah. And he's been with his poor wife for 30 years, I'm sure. Yeah. And she hates him.
Yeah. Ali, look at this. This is my other update. Real brief.
What the hell?
My mom sent this to me the other day. This is a picture of me on a miniature motorcycle.
And then you have a belt wrapped around your head?
Wearing a bunch of like motorcycle
So much
gear.
leather.
A lot of leather.
Also, you showed me this and I was like, is this recently? I like couldn't tell that it was in the distant past.
It's not that far away.
So I was like, did you just take this photo like the other day? Yeah, it's like a tiny, tiny motorcycle.
Do you want to guess why this was happening? So it's also, this is like in a big field of grass.
Is it like a child's birthday party? What is
That's
it?
Hilarious. No, this was during COVID when I was stuck in my parents' place for like 5 months.
Mm-hmm.
And I had nothing to do. So I was doing weird, I mean, I was working, but like outside of that, I was only drinking and I needed to do other things.
Of course.
And I think I was just doing like weird characters and then I would do them on like someone's Instagram show.
Oh, nice.
So I think this was some character I was doing.
But where did you get the tiny motorcycle?
My dad has a bunch of crazy
He just had it?
He has like hundreds of things like this.
That's so
insane. From garage sales.
Does it work?
Yeah. Yeah.
Damn, that's
works.
cool.
It's fun. It's this like little mini bright motorcycle. It's hard to describe.
Yeah, it's bright. It's a bright motorcycle.
Mini bright. I described it like it was a My Little Pony.
I know.
My mom sent me this and she's like, "You are too cool." And she sent the face that has a bunch of hearts around it.
Oh my God.
And I saw it and I was like, this is so cringy.
I know.
This is a terrible memory for me.
I know. Also, it's like you're just sad during the pandemic. So you're like,
I was so sad.
So you're just like, I'm going to do the craziest thing I can.
This was my only hope.
And you did it as a joke and your mom was like, that's really cool of you.
Before I opened it up, I thought she was going to send me the picture of me on the, they have like a lawnmower you sit on. What's it called?
Riding mower.
Riding lawnmower?
Yeah.
Which my dad loves. I've told you about this.
Of course.
Their lawn is very big. It'll take him like 4 hours to do when it's like really, when there's like, you know, the grass is growing all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And he doesn't know how to use podcasts.
Oh,
so he doesn't have any entertainment. And I tried to explain it to him. But he like thinks it's too complicated.
Yeah, pressing 3 buttons in a row on your phone is super complicated.
But I thought she was gonna send me. There was like this one picture where I'm on the riding lawnmower, which I did think I looked really cool in.
Of course,
like I thought it looked ridiculous.
You feel so powerful when you're on a riding mower.
Oh yeah,
it's like
it's so loud.
It's like being in like a monster truck or something.
Yeah.
Because like you just don't get to be on something that loud and that big very often.
Yeah. Man, the control too.
Yeah, it's pretty cool stuff.
I don't have any other updates. I got my period. Well, no, I haven't got it yet, but I'm about to.
Oh, it's coming.
Man, I feel terrible.
Yeah.
And I feel stupid.
Mm-hmm. Brain foggy,
Brain foggy. And I get little fevers. Do you get little fevers?
No.
Never?
No, I actually didn't even get fevers for COVID.
Huh.
Like every time I had COVID, I never had a fever.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I don't get fevers very often. I don't know. Do you mean like you get hot, or do you mean your temperature?
I get really hot, like a wave of it, and if I take my temp, it's like I have a small fever.
Oh, interesting. Yeah. That's fascinating. No, that doesn't happen to me.
Yeah. Anyway, these are boring updates.
Hell yeah. Should we get into our stupid stories?
You want to go first?
Sure. I'm between 2 stories. I guess I'll tell this one. So, when I was in college, I like didn't get to go out very much. And also, so I went to Binghamton.
Had a bunch of extra jobs.
Because I had a bunch of jobs, and I was like not
restaurant driving a van around to deliver stuff.
No, that was just an internship that I had in college, or it was like during the summer, but I just worked in restaurants and I was working all the fucking time.
Yeah.
And also like I'm sure this is true at every college. There's always like a downtown area that has 4 of the worst bars you've ever been to, and they're all horrible. They're all like you have to wait outside in a line for hours, and then you get in and you can barely move and it takes forever to get a drink, and it's like it's just the worst experience ever. And so like I was like, God, I fucking hate it here, blah, blah, blah. But I found a bar that's like slightly outside of downtown. If it's not these 4 bars, then these college students just won't go to it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so there was a bar that was literally a block away in the downtown area called Squiggy's, which was a gay bar.
Yeah.
And it was a gay bar, and there was like always like drag shows there.
Man, I miss going to gay bars. I used to go in college all the time.
Yeah, it
was so fun.
It was amazing. This like really, really butch lesbian owned it.
Rumors, that's where I used to go.
Oh, yeah. No, I used to go to Ego in Providence and Jacques in Boston. But so it was owned by these like two butch lesbians who were like the sweetest people in America. And like they would, if you went during the day, sometimes there would be like food that they made at their house that they brought there, because it's like also
just like leftover spaghetti.
Yeah, totally. Like in a like tinfoil like thing. And they were just like really nice people. And also they were so excited whenever people came in, because it's like Binghamton is like such a strange city because it's where IBM was started. So they had I'm going somewhere with this.
When you said IBM, I heard the IB, and I think I was primed by your shitting story. So I immediately thought you were about to say IBS.
Where they discovered IBS. They discovered IBS in Binghamton, New York. That's right. They discovered
a man who couldn't stop shitting.
Yeah, totally. And then they were like, we got to stop him.
That's like in the scientific history of it. It's like
totally.
This one man
Binghamton, New York. Yeah. But like IBM like started there, and then it was a super like rich, fancy town that was built up, and then IBM moved out, and then it destroyed the economy. So it's kind of like what happened in Detroit with the auto industry, but like on a smaller scale. Yeah. So, and then like a couple years later, the school moved there, and it just became a college town. So it's a college town full of like shitty college students from Long Island who don't respect anyone.
Yeah.
And then impoverished people around it. You know what I mean? And so every time like anybody would go into Squiggy's, like these like two lesbians were so excited. They're like, oh my God, tell your friends, because they're like probably struggling to pay their rent.
Yeah.
You know? And so I loved this bar. I went all the time because I could sit down and like the drinks were cheap and shit like that. And my friend Colleen, who I used to work with in Providence, she visited me for a weekend in Binghamton, and she was underage at the time. I think she's like a year or two younger than me, but you can just walk into any bar in downtown Binghamton if you're underage and get a drink. It's really easy. And so she didn't like drink and party that much, but I was like, you got to come to Squiggy's. Like Squiggy's is fucking where it's at, dude. And like, I was like, dude,
did they ever tell you how they came up with the name?
No, I didn't. I never asked. I should have though. I wonder if it still exists. I gotta look it up. But so she was like,
Squiggy.
She's like, I'm nervous about like going out, like, cause
you should name one of your fish Squiggy.
Oh my God.
Sorry, Ali. I was just like, there's something for this name.
Yeah. Squiggy. It was such a great place. But my friend Colleen, she was like, I'm nervous about like going out downtown because it's like she didn't party that much, and she definitely didn't like sneak in underage to like bars and shit.
Yeah.
So I was like, no, it's gonna be totally fine. It's gonna be really relaxed, really cool, and really normal.
Yeah.
And so we get there, and it's like the 10-year anniversary of the bar or something. So there's like a potluck in a bar, like a potluck that is just free food for anybody. There's like a crock pot that's plugged in, and then it's like drinks are half off.
They brought their entire kitchen
to
the bar.
It was absurd. And like there was, 15 people in there. So it was fucking crazy. And I remember all the walls were mirrors. Like they were all mirrors. And
this place is packed.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. And I'm like, and I can see way into the distance. This place is enormous. And so like me and Colleen are sitting there. I'm like a bunch of drinks in. I think Rylan and Odeo were there as well. But we're just sitting there and we're just having a good time and eating some of this food that's probably been sitting out for hours.
Yeah.
And there's a guy at the table next to us who's like drunk, passed out, asleep. And he stirs a little bit. And then we're like, what the hell is going on over here? Yeah, he's like asleep and he's like, oh.
You know when we get mad about the way a Reddit post is written?
Yeah.
Writing he stirs is like one of those things.
Yeah, totally.
We would have been like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Stirs?
Stirs? Fuck off. Go read a book, asshole.
We gotta find times when I do it too. So.
Yeah. But so he's
the guy
like
stirs.
So the guy's like and then he like moves around a little bit. Yeah. And then he goes like, who? Like he's about to throw up, and he puts his hand over his mouth.
No!
And he starts projectile vomiting into his hand. But because he was projectile vomiting into his hand, it was like spraying out through his fingers, like when you
and out the sides.
Yeah. Like,
I've seen this happen before.
When you like hold your thumb over a hose and it makes it spray, and it went all over the walls and all over him, and then he stopped throwing up and he just went back to sleep. And I was like, Colleen, don't you love this bar? It was so fucking crazy.
That is terrible.
And then we stayed for a long time after that.
Vomiting like a yawn. That's what he was trying to do.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. God. And he was just there the whole night, just in his puke all night. And he was probably like 65. Super old gay guy getting fucked up at the bar.
Nobody went and like tried to clean him up or anything?
No.
Oh.
Maybe people didn't notice. I don't know.
Huh.
It was strange. It was strange because there was puke all over this guy, and then 10 feet from him was a potluck.
Yeah.
In a bar.
Yeah. It's probably the same food.
Yeah, totally.
It's the same food processed from a few hours ago.
Yeah, 100%. I know. It was so
the
crazy.
vomit story is stressing me out.
Man, I love
I've seen
that
water hose thing happen.
Yeah. It's a pretty common thing when people are like, they're like, yeah.
It's just like you don't know what to do to cover your mouth, but you just gotta let it out straight. That's the cleanest way.
Mm-hmm.
Bend all the way down.
Yeah, you gotta find like a corner or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's really weird too when people just vomit fast. You ever seen this?
Yeah,
it happens quickly and clean, and then they're like, oh, I'm so embarrassed.
Yeah,
it's like barely anything seemed to have happened.
I know, yeah.
It seems like you just spit a little bit.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, it's like when like they spit up like a baby does.
Yeah.
It's like a small amount.
Yeah.
And then it's just like on their shirt, and they're like, what the hell? And it's like, it's like, why does it look like milk?
Yeah. Man.
But yeah, that's my stupid story. I love Squiggies. I'm gonna check and see if it's still open. Hold on, let's see. Squiggies.
Man, I gotta go back to Rumors.
Binghamton.
I'd go every Thursday for 80s night.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, fuck yeah.
And, I don't think I noticed at the time, but some ladies must have hit on me.
Definitely.
Because I think I give the vibe that I'm probably at least bi.
Also, like, oh my God, it's still open!
Oh! We should go.
Oh, yeah, we should. Well, I don't want to go to fucking Binghamton.
Is there a way to go to Squiggies without going to Binghamton?
No, there just isn't. But yeah, look, it's like in the queue, it's like a female and a male sign,
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, Squiggies. There it is. There it fucking is.
Oh.
God bless. Okay, anyway, sorry, I just am. Oh, here it is. Yeah, this is the inside of it.
Letting the memories wash
That's
over
the mirrors.
You.
That's the mirrors that the guy puked on.
Let me see this.
Ugh, I loved Squiggies.
Oh, it does actually. This looks nice.
Because also
it's
like
the kind of place I would have liked.
Totally, it's a great place because it's like.
Squiggies.
I know, and there's an arrow. It's also just like in college, I was just like. It was Binghamton, like the culture was so bro-y and shitty. It was all people who like almost got into Cornell but didn't.
Yeah.
So then they went to Binghamton.
Yeah.
And so everybody was there against their will. So there was no good school culture where people were like excited to be there. You know what I mean? So everybody was just like, whatever, I'm gonna fucking drink. And they were all like really rich, like shitty Long Island kids.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm.
And like, so going into the bar scene was just horrible.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I found this little oasis for like, just like little artsy bitch alley. And then I, fucked a bunch of women there who were on the rugby team.
I was going to ask, so, because I remembered you hooked up with the women on the rugby team and the softball team?
Just the rugby team.
Oh, just
really.
rugby. I think I put softball in
No,
there,
you said softball because you thought lesbians.
Yeah, I think every time you told me this, I replaced it with softball.
Probably. That makes sense, yeah. But no, it was the women's rugby team.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you hook up with women outside of the rugby team?
Yes, I did, yeah.
Okay.
But it was just like, I think the reason why I say it that way is because...
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm
Imagine
relieved.
I only fucked women who did rugby.
And went to your school.
Yeah, totally.
That's it.
Yeah.
There was like a time, there was like constraints on it for you.
Yeah. But it was just, the reason why I say it that way is because there was a time, it was like a year when I like knew all of those girls, right? Like I started like kind of dating one of them, and then I met all of the other ones through her, and then we broke up, and I was like a pass along party bottom for all of the women on the rugby team. And then like I would just like know, like I was just hanging out with them and knew them and like fucking some of them. And then like there was a bunch of drama. So then I
because
stopped.
Of you.
Because I kept like, yeah. And, or I'm sure there was drama like interpersonally between them as well. But yes, I didn't help it. And so I got uncomfortable and I stopped hanging out with all of them.
Oh, no.
Yeah. But
the one that you dated, how long did you date for?
Dating is like a generous term because we were really just hooking up.
Yeah.
But it was probably like I don't know, 3 months or something. But it's like, I don't know if you know this about lesbian relationships.
I don't.
But like they go really fast.
Oh, I do know that.
Yeah. It's like people like U-Haul together and whatever. So it's like we were together for like 3 months maybe, and not even like really exclusive together, right? It was like we were just fucking. But like it felt like so much more because we're like,
was
both
it like
women
all the time? Like,
yeah, we would hang out so much. It was fucking crazy. Yeah, just like constantly. And then, you know, she was like in a dorm and I would go sleep in her dorm and nobody gave a shit because like people don't think girls can have sex with each other.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so it's just like,
sleepover.
Yeah, they're like, are you guys braiding your hair and talking about boys? And we're like, yeah. Just scissoring. Violently scissoring. Yeah.
Have you ever dated another woman?
No, I've never really dated.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought.
Yeah. I've never really like dated women.
Yeah.
I've only ever fucked them because I do not respect them. I'm just kidding. I just think I'm not bi like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe there's some lady. Who knows? Who cares? You know, Dave's a big woman.
Maybe there's some lady out there.
Yeah.
Dave's a lady.
Dave's a big woman. I was telling Tyler, I was at Dave's show last night telling Tyler Snodgrass, I was like, he was like, who's this gay guy? And I was like, that's my big woman. That's my wife. That's my wife, David Ross. And don't tell him I said that. He'll be upset. His full
name is so weird.
That's my wife, David Alexander Ross. Anyway, you want to tell your stupid story? Now that we've gone through all of my sexual history, being a bi icon on this pod right now.
Yeah.
Dude, every time people are like, oh my God, I'm so queer. I'm like, no, you're fucking not. You're not. You weren't in the trenches like I was, dude.
Yeah.
They like kiss one woman and they're like, I'm a queer icon. I'm like, no, you're fucking not, bitch. Yeah.
Especially like, not that it's like, yeah, you should come out whenever you want and whenever's good for you, but it is so much easier now. Like,
of course, yeah. Well, it was easy at that time too. Like,
yeah, it would be pretty.
I was fucking women in like 2015.
Oh yeah.
So it's not like it was like
and
the
you're
90s
over here,
or
you're
something.
on the East Coast.
Yeah, and I was on the East Coast at Binghamton, which is like a liberal college.
Yeah.
So it was like that really wasn't a huge part of it.
Yeah.
Like, I was never like hate crimed or anything.
Yeah.
And or like even really yelled at or whatever, you know.
Which I think women get less of anyway.
No, totally. It's because like I think like homophobia comes from straight guys who are so afraid to be gay.
Yeah.
So they see two women kissing and they're like, hell yeah. They see two men kissing and they're like, stop it, you're gonna make me gay.
Yeah.
Stop it, you're gonna make me start jerking off to you.
Stop it, I keep looking.
Yeah. I keep looking and I keep liking it. Now
I'm thinking I should tell my story about my old college roommate, but it might be too long. Maybe I should do a short one. I'll do a short one, and then we'll get to the post. So this is very short, really. Do you remember that game, Pretty Princess?
Yes. Oh my God. Oh my God.
It's a board game.
It's flooding back to me, and you'd get all the.
You really
get, like,
lit
the
up.
ring. You get the ring and the tiara and the earrings and the necklace that were all the same color.
All the jewelry, all the right color.
Yeah.
It's actually very hard.
Yes. It's a very complicated game. And if you win, you do feel like a pretty princess. Oh my God.
And you get to look in a mirror at the end.
Yes.
I forgot about that.
That was the reward.
Actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
You get to see yourself in matching jewelry.
Damn.
And then also if you get the black ring,
yes,
it prevents you from being the pretty. So you might have everything, but you have the black ring.
Yeah.
So it's sort of like
Totally.
You're like tarnished. Or something.
Yes, exactly.
I guess you have to get rid of it. I don't really remember.
I don't remember the mechanics of the game.
But it really sucks if you get the black ring.
But yeah, it's like
like you might cry.
Totally. Yeah. It's like definitely, it's like going to jail in Monopoly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. It makes it very hard for you to look in the mirror and feel good about yourself.
Yes. Yeah. If you get the black ring, then you're ugly.
The one time a week I got to look in the mirror and feel good about myself was if I won Pretty Pretty Princess.
That's right.
So I used to, I don't know, I'd want to play it all the time. I guess I played it with girlfriends sometimes. I remember playing it with my little brother too.
Hell
my little brother. He flies for American Airlines. He used to play Pretty Pretty Princess with me.
So if he's your pilot, watch out. Don't give him the black ring. He will crash the plane.
Yeah, that's actually something they should have asked when they hired him. Is like, how did you react when you got the black ring in Pretty Pretty Princess?
Yeah, totally.
Just to see how he can emotionally regulate.
Yeah.
Under stress.
Totally. They should only ask pilots that too.
Yeah. And so we would play that together. There's like pictures of us. I should ask my dad to send these so I can put them in the carousel. There's like pictures of us like both dressed up in all of our jewelry.
Hell yeah.
Pretty Pretty Princess, which is so cute. He looks miserable in the picture, but I know he was having fun. He wanted to do this with me.
Obviously, he wouldn't. You can't force him to do that.
No.
You know what I mean? So obviously, he did it like somewhat willingly.
Yeah. Unless it was some kind of trade we made. Like maybe I was like, I'll play chess with you if we do this.
Oh, God. Playing chess as a child?
Yeah.
Horrible.
His email address is still chessman.
Wait, just chessman?
He applies professionally for jobs. His email address is chessman. No, there's some numbers, but I don't want everyone to know it.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
God, that's so funny. Chessman.
Chessman. So we would play that. And I remember like other times I was like painting my nails and stuff, you know, I was getting all girly. I never got girly enough, but I tried for a while.
Yeah, we know.
Look at this.
We know.
Look at me.
Yeah, people have been listening to this pod.
You know, today I was like, maybe I should try and wear dresses sometimes again. And then I immediately rejected it. I was like, that's not going to happen.
Yeah,
maybe if I didn't live in New York, it would be a little easier too. It's like if I'm going to dress nice, it's just going to be annoying all day.
Totally, yeah. Yeah. It's also just like I have a couple of weddings this year and I was like looking online at dresses.
I just started looking, we should go shopping together again.
Yeah. And I like cannot find a dress that feels like me.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't have like some dumb logo on it.
It doesn't have pants and a graphic tee.
Because it's not a black t-shirt with like a hot dog on it.
I did see a snake dress. I thought of you.
Hell yeah.
It's pretty ridiculous.
Oh, is it too ridiculous though? Is that the thing?
Maybe.
Yeah.
It's like green velvet. And it actually looks really normal and pretty.
Yeah.
And then there's like some crazy snakes on the collar.
Damn. Yeah, that seems like a lot. That seems like medieval.
I think it's too much. I almost sent it to you, but I was like, it's not like really what you would wear.
Yeah.
It's kind of.
It has to be like a little bit goth.
Yeah, it wasn't.
You know
goth.
what I mean?
It wasn't goth enough.
Anyway, go ahead. So, Pretty Pretty Princess.
That's really all I remember. I think like it's hard to remember exactly, but I think he would get mad at me a little bit. Like we'd play the game, and then he'd be mad once he was all dressed up, which explains why he looks so upset in the picture. Like he would want to play, but then he would see what he did.
He would forget that he has to be a pretty princess in order to win.
Yeah, and then he'd be like kind of upset.
Yeah, God, that's so funny.
And he was really young when we were playing. Like probably, I'm thinking like 6 or 7. But I think he like knew enough about gender stereotypes that he was like,
I hate this.
Yeah, he was like, I had fun, but this is wrong.
Yeah.
You know?
I like playing the game, but do not show me the mirror.
Yeah.
He's like, do not show me the mirror. I do not want to see me being pretty princess.
And the same thing would happen with the nail polish. Like I was painting my nails and like that's what I was getting into. And he's my little brother. He wants to hang out. Yeah. And he's like asking me to paint his nails. And I'm like, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Of course. Let's hang. Let's bond.
Yeah.
I know this is important. So I'm like painting his nails and everything's fine. And then he's like, I don't know what he said, but he was like, I don't want this. Take it. Like in the middle of it, he realized again, he's like, oh no, she got me. I'm all girly again.
Yeah. He like realized halfway through it.
What?
It clicked for him.
Yeah.
That he was like, this is what girls do.
Give me my Ninja Turtle figurine.
Yeah. God,
for like
comfort. So
comfort.
funny. It's so insane.
Yeah. And then he'd be like mad at me for having painted his fingernails. But I'm like, you asked me to do this. You wanted to do this. And who cares?
Yeah.
I feel like I already knew at that time that it didn't matter.
Yeah.
For boys to have their nails painted.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't remember thinking like, oh, that's weird. My little brother wants to have his fingernails painted.
Yeah.
No, Casey, you can't do that.
Yeah.
You're going to be flying for American Airlines one day. You don't want them to know you had your nails painted when you were 6. And they will ask.
Oh my God. That's so insane.
Anyway, that's it, really.
Yeah.
It's just funny how he would want to do it and then he'd be
and
like,
then as soon as it
mad at
became
himself.
real, he'd be like, no,
Yeah.
I'm a boy.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into this fucking post. We have an apt post. It's actually literally about clowns.
Yeah.
So
not the kind we are.
No, but it's about like the idea of clowns, like clowns, the things.
And that's not something either of us is actually into.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I'm not like...
Correct.
I really don't care about clowns that much.
I
like Art
clowns.
the Clown from the Terrifier movies.
Oh, I don't know what that is.
It's just horror movies. It's like torture porn horror movies.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But, you know, he's like an evil clown who like peels off your skin and pours like bleach on it and shit. Yeah. God. Those movies are so fucked up. And the third one came out recently and it was a box office hit. People loved it because it was just so fucked up that everybody went to it. It was crazy.
Sorry, I'm burping. Okay. So me, male 26, and my girlfriend, 24 female, have been dating for 2 years. Since we started dating, she's known that I love clowns. I have several porcelain clowns displayed around my house on walls, hung from the ceiling on little swings, and on shelves. I adore these weird little creatures.
What does several mean
Calling
to
them
this
creatures
guy?
is weird.
Yeah.
Well, I'm imagining...
like one in every room? At least one in every room?
I was imagining like 50 in a single room.
Oh my God.
But I don't know.
Jesus Christ. That would be crazy.
Last week, I bought 2 Venetian masks from the thrift store, and they were in great condition. This is him. Great condition. I got them for a decent price, too.
Good for this guy.
Talk to my mom about the deals.
I
don't care about the but my mom will go crazy for that deal. She hates them. She said they're creepy and give her bad vibes, whatever that means. I told her that I would take down the masks whenever she's staying the night.
Oh my God.
But I'm not getting rid of them. And she told me that was fine. This is like...
That's like so extreme.
Mm-hmm. Remember that episode of Seinfeld where George is dating a woman who has a doll collection?
Oh, yeah.
Like a lot of dolls.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And it is creepy. And then there's one doll who looks exactly like his mom.
Yeah.
And they're like having sex and he keeps seeing this doll of his mom.
Oh, God.
Yesterday, she got up and told me that we needed to talk. Uh-oh. She told me she's sick of seeing my weird decorations and clown toys everywhere. That they're ugly and they creep her out. I asked her, where's this all coming from? Because she has never mentioned my clowns before. And she says me bringing those ugly fucking masks into our home was her last straw.
What? Wait, did these people live together?
No, I only know that from reading the post earlier. They don't live together.
Oh my God.
She also said my obsession with clowns was charming before, but now it's just disturbing.
What the hell?
This is like exactly like, we've talked about this before. When you first start dating someone and they do something like kind of weird, they have like a weird interest. And at first you like it about them.
Mm-hmm. And
then later on.
Yeah.
I'm actually saying it's more that this has happened to me. I feel like.
They later think that stand-up is cool.
They resent it.
And then men start resenting stand-up because, I don't know, you're funny or you're like gone or whatever. You're like gone in bars too much or whatever.
Maybe that's her problem.
Whatever issue they make up in their head.
He was giving all the clowns his attention.
Yeah.
Not to her.
Totally. He's going into every room like, Gucci, Gucci, Gucci. Yeah. He like won't even look at her.
Remember that post we read where the person had a huge stuffed animal collection and they had to set them up and like say goodnight to every single one of them. Oh my God,
yeah. That's mental illness. That's mental illness.
So she thought it was charming before, but now it's just disturbing. It's so funny, like the masks just brought it over the threshold.
Yeah, what the fuck?
I really want to know how many he has, because I am imagining that it is a lot, like a sea of stuff.
Totally. But also, if it's like, let's say there's 3 to 4 figurines in each room, that is not disturbing.
No, that's fine.
Yeah, that's like, I don't know, like, there's like themes of things that I like, right? Yeah. Like I have like a lot of little frog figurines in my room, but it's not like you walk in, it's like, holy shit, whoa! It's frogs. Yeah, it's just like,
you're not like bombarded.
Totally. Yeah.
Same. I do have a lot of animal stuff in my room.
Yeah.
But it's like, it's there, but you don't really know unless you like really focus.
Unless you're like looking around. Yeah, totally.
My theme, I feel like, is there's like animal stuff and it's kind of creepy.
Yeah. Me
it's too. Like a mixture.
Mm-hmm.
And then I guess it's related, but there is like other like naturey, like plants and tree like looking.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. But there's always like weird and animal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like that stuff
Lucas's weird drawing
of a
devil with a kite or something.
It's the guy who's bent over.
It looks so
and he's
ridiculous.
Like pink. It's so insane.
Okay. I told her I would take down the mask when she was over. But number 1, this isn't our home. It's my apartment. And number 2, list guy. She's known about the clowns for years. And to try to stop me from decorating my place how I please is controlling.
Dude, this is like such a huge red flag. Like if somebody was like if I had an interest in literally anything, and then years into the relationship, they're like, you have to stop.
Yeah.
I would be like, that's crazy.
I know.
That is such a crazy thing to ask somebody.
And I think probably also, she's always similar to what you're saying. She's always felt this way probably, but didn't feel like she could share it.
Yeah.
And I bet she's been talking to her friends about it.
Oh my God,
She's been like really revving up, like, oh my God, he's got this thing now. And then she probably had just had this conversation about how it bothers her. Or maybe even her friends were like, it's weird that he has like some clowns in that corner.
But let this guy have fucking clowns.
Oh, yeah.
Let him have clowns.
But I think that was part of why she like suddenly was like, it's the clowns or me. You know?
That's such an insane, that is so fucked up and weird to do.
It's really weird.
I don't care how weird the thing that you're doing is. If you've known about it for years and then you're like, hard stop right now.
Yeah.
That's just fucked up. Yeah. Because that either means that she just decided to start doing this, which is like weird, or that she's been like ruminating about this for years and not saying anything
to her
about
that
it.
much.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Like it's a deal breaker for her.
No.
I also wonder, like I could see it being a conversation you have if you're going to move in together.
Yes.
And you're like talking about how you want the place to look.
Totally.
And then maybe you have to come to some kind of decision on what to do with the clowns.
We have to reduce the amount of clowns in each room or contain the clowns to this room. Yeah, totally.
Yeah. Just so it's like equal say.
Yeah.
But that's not what's happening here.
No.
So then she says, either get rid of some of them or we're done.
What the fuck?
Just some of them?
Honestly, dump her. Dump this
I told her
bitch.
to just suck it up while she's here. Yeah. Good. It's his apartment.
Yes. She can't control the way he decorates his apartment. That's fucking nuts.
No. If she can't suck it up, then I'll come to her place every week. Yeah.
Okay. Great. Yeah.
She didn't like that answer and called me a child before leaving. I texted her.
What the fuck? She's being a child.
Yeah. I texted her to apologize for telling her to suck it up about the clowns, but she hasn't responded. Boom, boom, boom. There were some funny comments, so I'm going to read some of these. And then there's like an update as well.
There's an update to it. Yes.
Yeah. So people are saying if she's giving you ultimatum, she's not the one, etc.
It's also an insane ultimatum.
Yeah, it really is. Pick something about the relationship.
Yeah, it's not like if you don't stop blacking out, getting drunk, then I'm leaving. It's not something like that. It's like you have to decorate your apartment with no clowns. Like, fuck that.
Something that barely affects me at all.
Yes. Ugh.
Okay. So the update is she saw the post. She read the comments.
Oh my God.
She called me today.
I bet everybody in the comments was like, fuck her.
They were, yeah.
Good.
She called me today. She wasn't happy about being called the asshole, but she did apologize for being controlling. Turns out she just wanted to see if I'd get rid of my collection if it meant keeping her. Like it was some kind of relationship test. That's even worse.
That's worse.
Let's see what he does. Let's see if he does the right thing.
You can't fucking play games like that with people. That's so crazy.
No. She did really hate the Venetian masks and didn't like they were hanging above my bed. She was like, you have to put this in.
Oh my God. That's so crazy.
I told her that if it came down to between her needing me to get rid of them and selling them for expenses.
What?
Then I would.
Oh my God.
But I'm not just going to get rid of my collection because someone says so. That's so funny. He had to even say that to be like, here's the one condition in which it would make sense.
Yeah, like if I was broke and had no money and the only way I could make money was by selling these masks, then yes, I would sell them. It's such an insane thing. God, this girl is such a walking red flag. Honestly,
she's
fuck
no
her.
Good. But I'm not just going to get rid of my collection because someone says so. She asked if we could move on from this, and I told her no. Good for him. I don't like that she tried to test my love by asking me to get rid of my collection.
Yeah.
She left. We're officially broken up. Okay, so I thought this end was funny. So he's like, on the bright side, I can fill my house with more clown dolls. I even found a music box online that I might get. He's like flourishing.
I know,
immediately. He's on eBay.
He was trying to like kind of hold back the clown stuff because he knew his girlfriend wasn't obsessed with it. But now that she's gone,
he's going full.
He's going full clown.
He's like, I'm going to let the next woman know this is it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's me and the clowns.
Yeah. Thank you for everyone helping me figure out that I wasn't in the wrong. And to those saying I'm a serial killer for owning clowns. I've read quite a few comments from people collecting dead things, so I think I'm clear on that. I thought that was so funny because it's like...
That's amazing.
He's like, you guys are accusing me of being a serial killer?
Yeah.
It's not true because you guys have dead things. Instead of just being like, I'm clear on that because I know I'm not. Yeah. Because I haven't done that yet at all.
Yeah.
He's like, I think I'm not because you guys have dead stuff.
Because some people have dead stuff. So it's definitely not me.
So...